Anyway. Yeah.
That was
No, but
an
you
interesting
know, have you heard of Dieselgate now? Because right now VW is in a whole lot of shit.
No, I haven't. Another gate. Right.
You haven't heard of this? Basically, Volkswagen were cheating on their emissions tests.
Oh.
Though their clean diesels are not very clean at all. In fact, they are very dirty. And so now VW owes a healthy few billion in terms of fines.
Lovely.
Yeah. Yes, it's lovely, isn't it? And a lot of things in the Volkswagen Auto Group have been affected. So, because you know, Volkswagen Auto Group, unfortunately, shortened to VAG.
Oh dear.
Yeah. And many things have been affected. So, because you know, Volkswagen Auto Group is very large. Hang on, Volkswagen Auto Group. What kind of products are underneath it?
What was that light that people said you plug it into your car and it increases the efficiency or
Fuel
something?
Shark. The Fuel Shark.
Yes, that's the one.
Ripped to shreds twice on Jalopnik. Seriously.
Fuel Shark, fucking hell.
Yeah. So subsidiaries of Volkswagen Auto Group: Audi, Lamborghini, Bentley, Bugatti, Porsche, Ducati, MAN, Scania.
Wait, Ducati is owned by it?
Yeah. Not totally. Oh no, it is. Oh no, it's 100% owned by Lamborghini. So, which is 100% owned by Volkswagen. MAN, Scania, Seat, Skoda, and obviously Volkswagen commercial vehicles and VW passenger vehicles. Also owns 5 defunct marques. Oh, hang on. Auto Union, DKW, Horch, NSU, and Wanderer. I haven't heard of Wanderer in a long time. But anyway, because of Volkswagen's, what was it? Because the fact that they share platforms across the whole company, which is basically why the new Beetle was basically a Golf underneath. They shared the whole platform across. You know, the whole Dieselgate thing has affected a lot of different marques. So because they share engines across the company, they've had to pull several of them out of, you know, production because, no, dear, we have to solve this and this and this and this, you know, have to do massive recall and so on and so forth. So the question is, Volkswagen can survive, but a lot of projected future projects, I believe, have been put on hold.
On the market? Oh.
No, future projects have been put on hold until they scrounge up enough money to be able to put them forward.
Sorry, I'm just looking at an image. Fuel Shark installed for test 1. Note blue light.
Yeah.
Very important, that blue light.
Yes, very important. This is just wasn't it Orlov who did it? No, Turchinsky. Turchinsky did that test.
The Fuel Shark thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks...
Let me remind you, audience, that this article is titled "The Fuel Shark Won't Save You Gas Because It Runs on Bullshit."
Oh god.
Yeah. It's just basically
it makes a great gift, they say.
It's a capacitor basically that you plug in. It's a capacitor.
Sorry, let me just quote this bit. Seriously, you could plug an olive into your 12V socket and get similar results to what the Fuel Shark does.
Savage. Get wrecked, mate.
Roasted.
Destroyed. No.
Fat man.
Let's not go there.
Let's not go there, but let's go on the tangent of the Convair 106.
Oh, here we go.
So, what lunatic lets paramilitaries control a multi-million-dollar interceptor, the top-of-the-line plane, which is able to hold nuclear armament, you ask? Well, the people who run the Air National Guard.
There we go.
Because the Convair F-106 can carry a fucking air-to-air nuclear rocket. Why?
It's kind of... I'm not sure why.
This is not something you decide is a good idea at any time.
Like Project Pluto.
This
Remember what
is
I told
worse. Yes, that disaster. This is worse than the mini-nukes in Fallout.
You know,
You
speaking of
don't
Fallout,
do this.
speaking of Fallout, we should eventually be discussing games, you know.
Yes, considering we are a gaming channel.
Yeah.
It's been 1 hour in and we haven't talked anything about games.
No. But, I mean, speaking of nukes, which will conveniently bring us onto Fallout 4, right?
Or Civ 5.
Or Civ... No! Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we have so far not progressed to the extent of having nukes in-game yet, but soon we shall. And
I hacked the game files.
Much destruction will ensue, and the tearing of friendships apart might occur. Although we already roast Michael enough for that. Project Pluto. A supersonic, ramjet-powered, indefinite flight nuclear missile. At its core, I'm reading off an article, at its core, Project Pluto was just a cruise missile. Well, not just a cruise missile. It was a cruise missile designed around a nuclear ramjet engine, and the acronym for it should give another big clue about the pants-filling nature of it. SLAM, for Supersonic Low-Altitude Missile. That means this giant nuclear-powered beast will be screaming around at, treetop level or so. The ramjet is a very simple engine design, basically, it's, once the missile was launched with conventional rocket boosters, it would fly around indefinitely enough with an essentially unshielded nuclear reactor that would heat the air as it entered, where it would expand and be expelled out of the engine's nozzle, providing both lots of thrust and plenty of radioactive material. They built this engine, you know, and tested it once.
This is what we call, ladies and gentlemen, no.
I haven't finished yet, you know. But because this missile wasn't one that would impact its target, it would drop 16 hydrogen bombs on its target. It carried... this is a nuclear-powered missile that dropped 16 plus hydrogen bombs.
Surely this is easier to make than an intercontinental ballistic missile. Let us hope the North Koreans never find out about this.
Well, the missile itself was still good to keep flying after it dropped its 16 plus load of hydrogen bombs. So, this locomotive-sized missile, I'm looking at a picture right now of the engine, and yes, it is locomotive-sized, would travel at near treetop level at 3 times the speed of sound, tossing out hydrogen bombs as it roared overhead. Its designers calculated that the shockwave it generated alone might just kill people on the ground. Then there was the problem of Fallout 4 eventually. In addition to gamma and neutron radiation from the unshielded reactor, Pluto's nuclear ramjet would spew fission fragments out of its exhausts. One enterprising weaponeer had a plan to turn an obvious peacetime liability of a rocket that flew round and round and round and round spewing nuclear fallout into a wartime asset. He suggested flying the radioactive ball rocket back and forth across the Soviet Union after it dropped its bombs. This crazy bastard had so many ways to kill you. It was like a death robot. It was like a death buffet. Should I die in the nuclear blast of the bombs? Or should I let the shockwave of the overpassing missile kill me? Maybe I'll just wait for the radiation sickness, as this thing encircles endlessly overhead like a colossal demonic robot vulture. It's so hard to choose. The only reason why they didn't build this was because the technology was too advanced, concept was too advanced, and they were afraid that the Soviet Union might develop something similar.
This kind of puts the TOS-1 to shame. Or as we like to call it, the flaming wooden Pinocchio boy.
Indeed.
Yes. Actually, do you want to cut in now the picture that I made of the flaming wooden Pinocchio boy?
Yes. Editors.
Okay.
Us. We'll put that in now.
Yeah.
There. The flame.
If we even remember. Flaming wooden Pinocchio boy.
I'll write it down.
To those of you who do not know, the TOS-1 is a thermobaric multi-launcher rocket system.
Yes. Hang on. Let me put down.
Basically death on tracks.
TOS-1 in edit.
Ethan's very odd picture of the flaming wooden Pinocchio boy.
Indeed. I'll download it off Facebook.
Oh my god, Iraq has 4.
Oh. I'm sorry, this marker stinks. Ugh.
The shock of finding out that Iraq had 4 made
Isn't
you
it so?
cough. Azerbaijan has 18.
Lovely.
What the hell is this?
War? I mean,
sorry,
very
I'm
potent
just
and powerful
looking,
war.
I'm just looking at the references on the Wikipedia page. One of them is, led by an armored bulldozer, Shia militia fought to restore their credibility.
Well,
It's
I'm
talking
not
about
the king.
ISIS, of course. Sorry,
I'm not
Daesh.
the expert. I am not the expert here on military affairs
Daesh.
in the Middle East. Ethan is. So,
Quote-unquote expert.
quote unquote expert.
Speaking of, somebody at the uni was like, so we were talking to our tutor, and he was saying he wanted to know more about the Middle East, and then our tutor was like, oh, I don't really know much about that. Maybe ask Ethan. He knows a bit about Iran. So anyways, the guy is like, what about in Yemen, you know, where the terrorists are fighting the, what do you call them? And he looked at me, and I was like, I said this sarcastically, and I meant it as a joke, okay, and ironically. I said, the government, and he said, yes, that's the one. You should have seen my face.
Shock and horror.
I was thinking, what the fuck? This channel does not say that Houthi rebels are terrorists, nor do we say they're not. As a whole, we don't have any view on them.
No. Terms and conditions apply. If you hear any funny noises, that's me pruning a plant. Because I'm taking care. I am taking care of one of my friends' plants when she's gone back home for her holidays, and I'm not doing a very good job of it.
What was it that you were talking about? It was something to do with ISIS. Oh, yes, no. There was an article where this Chinese guy actually joined the fight against ISIS.
Oh, yeah?
And he called ISIS the common enemy of humanity.
Well, right now it kind of is.
If ever a group deserved that name, ISIS does.
So very
Or,
much.
of course, you could simply bring in Linda, who will destroy ISIS.
Destroy ISIS, yes. That was actually very funny.
With what exactly?
Linda, darling?
Linda. Just Linda. Really.
And next we bring in our new weapon. Its name is Linda.
Oh.
How incredibly threatening.
It's like, and now we bring in our new commander-in-chief, president of the United States, most powerful man in the world, Bob. Bob Ross.
Bob Ross. If any of you watch Drag Race, you know one of my favorite drag queens. Her name is Katerina Petrovna Zamolotchkova. I probably pronounced that wrong, but she is very funny, and yeah, 2 Bob Ross paintings.
I literally thought there was a Russian artist called Bob Ross, not
Bob Ross.
It never
occurred to
clicked to me that it was Bob Ross. Sorry, I need to blow my nose again.
Foghorn. That Thomas the Tank Engine story with the foghorn. Basically, the Fat Controller makes a bad decision, installs a foghorn, and causes an avalanche because it's too loud.
No. The train horn story. Okay, both of us, Tedrick and I, we took biology in IB.
Yes.
PTSD ensues. Anyways, the point is, for baology, we had to go on a... Was it 1 night or 2 night? 1 night, right?
Two nights.
2 nights? Okay, we had to
Stayed
go
there
on
for 2 nights. Yeah, on the second night, you tried to blow my train whistle at James in the dark.
Okay, so basically, the layout of our... It was basically a holiday village where we were staying. The whole point of it was we were going to measure the size of snails. Monodonta labio, if anyone is interested. Though you shouldn't be.
Delicious.
The point is, so the layout of our... It's not really a room, it's basically a flat, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a small flat.
Yeah,
it was at a hostel.
Yeah, so you've got the living room, a bathroom, of course, and 2 bedrooms. So Tedrick and I in 1 bedroom, Michael and James, so this other guy who's not on the channel, but they were in the other room. So basically Tedrick had brought a fucking train whistle. Where did you even get it?
I got it back in 2008. Actually, in York. I got it in York at the train museum, I think. I got it at the train museum, and... Oh, wait, no, was it? Wait, no. No, actually, no, it wasn't. I got it when I was back in Ireland. Not at the train museum, no. I got it when I was back in Ireland, but at some train-related place.
Right.
And it's I don't have it with me. I left it back in Hong Kong, but it's a wooden whistle which you just blow into the top of, and it makes a fantastic train noise. Train whistle noise. Train noise. It doesn't go choo choo. No, it doesn't go choo choo, but you have to blow it fairly, considerably in order to make it go choo choo.
Now, it was dark, right? Because we were meant to go to sleep, but
Who the
we
fuck
didn't.
does that?
So, Michael and James had. So I tried to sneak in their room and crawl along the floor and blow the train whistle to scare them, right? Problem was, I was giggling so much that I couldn't bring myself to blow the train whistle properly. And then suddenly, James rises like a fucking mummy and is like, "What are you doing?"
It scares almost half the living shit out of you.
Oh no, that's a different incident.
No, that was when he was in his fucking. What was he?
He was left behind. No, yes, he was in his sleeping bag. That's why he rose up like a mummy. But James, on a different note, same trip, was left behind because we had to take a bus to go to the beach where we were working at from the hostel.
Yeah, and one of the teachers, I'm not going to name in shame, but was irresponsible and didn't check the register, so he didn't get to the bus. He didn't get to the buses on time. But they still shouldn't have left without him.
When we came back, he was hiding in the fucking shadows.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't. We went back to our rooms, and he ran up ahead of us. And then when we got to the room, the corridor there wasn't very well lit, and so there was a corner where it was completely dark. On the stairs, just because you go up the stairs and you do a 180-degree turn to go to our door, and that door area is very dark because the light there I think wasn't working. And you go into the darkness, and he was just standing there. We got up, and I nearly pissed my pants. I nearly pissed myself because he's just standing there, just going.
With a creepy smile as well.
With a creepy smile, yeah.
What did Michael say again?
What did he say?
Oh God, what was it?
I don't know.
Shoot. Oh, then there was the shower head incident. Oh no, not the shower head. The hair dryer.
We are spilling the tea and gossip on all of our friends.
What was... I've actually sort of forgotten the hairdryer incident now.
Do you want me to remind you and give you PTSD again?
Remind me.
The thing broke and it dangled near his nether regions.
Oh, right, because it's not like the normal hairdryers, which are like one piece. It's like a box with a tube.
It's not a portable hairdryer. It's one that's attached to the wall, and it
has a tube on it.
It has a tube which you unhook to start it up, and then you blow dry your hair. It's not a portable one. It's one that's fixed to the wall.
Yeah, that's probably a better way of describing it.
As a big diversion, should I cut off these stems that have completely died?
Yes, because they are dead. They are taut.
Yeah, there's no chance of them growing back. It's not even the case of where they haven't just gone flaccid, they just shriveled up and died. I've watered this thing every day, but for some reason I don't think I put enough water into it.
Are you over-watering it?
No, I mean, like, it's like 2 stems on this plant are just dead.
Oh, I thought the plant was just 2 stems.
No, it wasn't. It was... If it was 2 stems, I thought it'd be fucking terrifying. But basically, I'm gonna have to cut away a noticeable, not significant, but noticeable part of the plant. And I'm just have to apologize to my friends saying, I'm sorry, I've killed a bit of your plant. The rest of it looks fairly okay, but... I think I'm gonna have to water this now twice a day. She told me to water it once a day, but I don't think that's enough. It really isn't enough.
Just doesn't cut it. Oh God, I've just noticed my pun.
Yes! You heard my silence.
Enjoy the silence.
I asked her if she needed any fertilizer. She's like, oh, no, it's okay. I'm thinking, yeah, I needed a bit of fertilizer. Because, Jesus Christ. As a former biologist, it needs the NPK!
Oh, no.
And it hasn't got any of it. Not in this soil.